America, are you a Netflix binge watcher? Now, here's my thing with Netflix. Like, hopefully Netflix people are watching. Like, what happens when you run out of binge stuff to watch on Netflix? Like, I'm at that point, right? Like, I watched when all the Smithsonian, like, documentaries got released on Netflix. I watched them all in, like, a week, including The Third Reich, Hitler's Hidden Army, Hitler's Riches. I watched them all. I know way too much. What's the name of the propaganda guy? I always forget his name. Gobbles. I watch his documentary. So a lot of people do this. And, the best way to help you out, now I'm not saying that, like, try any of this because it could all fail. It could all blow up in your face because it does for me. Number one thing to end your binge watching is pace yourself. Make the show more enjoyable. You binge watch because you enjoy it. But what if there was a way you could enjoy it even more? According to studies from our friends at the Journal for Consumer Research, the faster you consume media like TV shows, the less joy you actually get out of them. See, now I understand why Lifehacker is telling us this, but I disagree with that. Like, I think I binge watched the whole season of Power in like a day, and I thought it was awesome. I laid in my bed and I binge watched for a day. It was epic. The problem that I had was binge watching withdrawal. Like, when you're done watching, you're like, oh my God, I gotta wait 7 months for example, House of Cards. I watched House of Cards in like 2 days. The whole season. And I was like, damn, I have nothing to watch now. This really sucks. Same thing with Madam Secretary. I watched season 1 in a day and a half. And now I'm like, oh my God, I gotta wait every week for a new episode. And I'm like, this blows. Right? And now, not Netflix, but I have it Netflix and Amazon Prime. On Amazon Prime, you can get all the Survivor seasons. The whole thing. And I watched those in a day. I watched Philippines in a day. I watched the one where that was when they brought back the three people who got injured. Right? I watched the former, the best of players. I watched that in a day. So I don't agree with the pacing yourself because you just want to watch the next one. The next one is avoid purge watching. Only watch what you love. Sometimes binge watching is a result of your basic desire to finish things. I'm guilty. I'm so guilty. I should all right, so as folks know how we do the show here at the Five, we do the Fowler Show every week, is that I get the stories about a day before. My producers work on putting them together. I read them. We play around a little bit. But sometimes, because, as you guys know, there's a lot going on in Fowler Nation, I don't get a chance to read all the stories, and I really should have read this one because I disagree with all this advice because I do all of it and I'm guilty of all of it and maybe I'm a psychopath. But whatever. The next one is stop watching during a lull in the action. Little knowledge of how TV shows are made and structured. You can avoid the plot hook that encourages you to those 5-season marathons. Binge watching involves back-to-back viewing of episodes that were probably meant to be seen several days apart. The way it's scripted, and now that is true. I think sometimes, as you're binge watching things, there's some episodes that are supposed to, for example, when you're, especially in the middle of the season, when you're trying to get from episode 17 to episode 19, and knowing that episode 20 is the season finale. Episode 18 is always really boring. You're like, oh my God, this is boring. But if you were watching it when it happened on a weekly basis, you'd be like, oh, I totally get, this was to carry the storyline, whatever. But I don't care. I disagree with all this. I should have vetoed it when the producers gave me the story. Binge watch your ass off, America. This is a note to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu. Make shows faster. Or make 3 or 4 seasons at one time and then release them slowly. But don't wait. The fact that we have to wait another, 3 months for a new House of Cards, or 4 months for a new House of Cards, or 4 months for a new Power is ridiculous. Or even Alpha House. I haven't even seen season 3. I don't even know when season 3 is happening, and I'm having withdrawals. Just speed the production process up. This is 2015, almost 2016. Time is money, boo.